Greetings, greetings, greetings. It's Loso, in case you didn't know so, aka the spiritual healer. Sitting, meditating, enjoying some of this beautiful air. Understanding that there's always a message and a blessing, sometimes even in pain and suffering. Understanding that in order to get through certain things or get to certain things, we have to go through stuff. You know, a lot of times we ask questions like why it happens to us. Why are we the ones who have to carry certain loads and certain burdens? And the reason being is because when you want something more, when you have a thought of having something more, when you desire more, you have to first get past old programmings and old trains of thought, old ways of thinking. And the only way to truly get past the old way of thinking is to go through something that will make that thought process and that old belief come back. For instance, myself, I wanted to be abundant. I wanted to be able to have generational wealth for my children. And I also wanted to make sure that I had the proper knowledge to navigate through this matrix financially, spiritually, and the judicial system. All these different type of systems they have in place, there are certain ways you have to move and maneuver. And in order to get to that end result, I had to first challenge my old thought beliefs. And it's one thing to say, I'm going to be abundant, have my affirmations. Every day is a good day. I'm always in divine favor. But it's another thing to believe it and live it. So there's going to be trials and tribulations that come to you that make you question those things. When you say, oh, you're abundant, but you get a bill and you know you don't have the money for that bill, do you immediately start worrying? Do you immediately start negative talking yourself like, man, this is always my fault, and you talk down? Or do you just stay fast into the faith that everything's going to happen in your favor? Everything's going to happen on your behalf. Paranoia is the belief of the world out to get you. Paranoia is believing that everybody is against you. That makes you paranoid. But there's a opposite to that, and most people may have not heard of it, but it's called pronoia. Pronoia is the belief that everything is working in your favor. And since I've adapted that belief, there's a lot of things that come up to test that faith. I've been actually dealing with my baby being in, the hospital with his heart condition and everything. But on top of that, I've been going through litigation, car repossession, courts trying to foreclose on my house. These other things that would challenge my belief of the universe working in my favor, challenge the belief of pronoia. But because I have that belief that no matter what happens to me, it's in my favor, I've been blessed to find information, find different remedies, find different results that get me out of certain binds. I've been blessed with individuals who come along who've been able to give me knowledge that I didn't know was available. I've been blessed with individuals who've even tried to take advantage of me. But because I believe everything happens in my favor, their negative approaches and negative outcomes still work out in my benefit. And I'm sorry if there's a glare on this camera. I dropped my phone and it's a crack in the screen. But even that's working in my benefit, I'm still getting blessings, and that's because I believe that the universe is conspiring in my favor. And that's what pronoia is. But that is just an example of what many other people go through. A lot of times the test that we go through is because we have a change in our mind state. We desire more. We want more. We believe in more. And sometimes the universe has to see if you're really going to stay consistent with that belief. If you really think that you're one of God's people, you're going to run into a bunch of devils. You're going to run into a bunch of negative people who are going to test your God faith. If you're really a loving person, you're going to run into a bunch of people who have hate in their heart. You're going to get customers on the phone who don't know how to talk to you. You're going to get family members who come across and only want something from you, but won't give something in return. You're going to run into all these obstacles, and that's because you're in a place where you're trying to change your mindset. So I'm saying today, if you have a different personality, a different perspective, if you are trying to change yourself, stick to it. Believe that it's going to work, no matter what comes your way, no matter what is happening. If you still have breath in your lungs, then it's going to work in your benefit. Right now I'm out here in Charleston in the middle of the day, and I'm getting bit by mosquitoes. But I believe it's for my benefit, because I'm supposed to get this message out to people. I'm supposed to get certain things off my chest because the universe has given me these downloads to share. And everybody who hears the message might not get the message. It might be a seed that's planted now and may not come back to fruition for days down the line, months, years. You might not even see this video today, August the 20th, I believe. Yeah, August the 20th, on this Good Wednesday. You might not even see this message today. But nevertheless, when you do see the message, it's meant for you. All speeches reach their intended audience. So I said that to say, no matter what you're going through, no matter how you feeling, just know that it's for your better good, the better version of yourself. In order for the butterfly to come, that caterpillar has to go into a cocoon, has to sit there and incubate, has to go through maybe being eaten by predators if they don't hide themselves good enough. It has to go through maybe falling to the ground if it's in the tree and the wind comes and blows it. There's a lot of what ifs, but ultimately, no matter what, with the strong faith, everything works out in your benefit. Again, this is Low Soul, in case you didn't know so. Sending love, vibrations, and some food for thought. I'm out.